Thank you, Mr. Canfora. Our next witness is Ms. Pamela Volm. She's the owner of Annapolis Contracting, located in Annapolis, Maryland. Annapolis Contracting provides residential and commercial wood framing in the Baltimore and D.C. area. The firm works with national home builders as well as local contractors. Welcome.
Thank you, Chairwoman Velasquez, Ranking Member Graves, and members of the committee for giving me the opportunity to be here today. It is a privilege to help provide you with a first-hand perspective on the housing market that goes beyond the statistics as we as a nation struggle to recover from the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. My name is Pamela Volm, and I am the owner of Annapolis Contracting, and I'm just located up the road. It was a short trip for me from Annapolis. I've been in the construction business since 1992. I founded my company in 2003, and we specialized in framing multifamily housing in the Maryland area until the downturn. Our small company started out with 31 employees, and at our peak, we grew to 37. We all worked together on numerous job sites each year. Approximately 95% of our workload was residential construction. The remaining consisted of light commercial. Our employees include foremen, carpenters, carpenter helpers, laborers, estimator, office manager, and a safety director. We also employed numerous framing crews. When the bottom fell out of the market, the housing market in 2006, Annapolis Contracting went into survival mode. The multifamily work that had grown the company was hardly available. We began to build single-family homes. We reached out to the commercial general contractors we were currently working for in search of replacement work. In 2007, our residential framing as a percentage of our business had dropped from the 95% to 85%. In 2008, it dropped to 73%. And this year, we are at about 68%, and we will do about 50% of the work that we did in 2005. Our jobs dried up in the residential market. We lost about 20 employees. The framing crews that we once employed went from 12 to 16 men crews to 4 to 5 men. Clients canceled jobs, condensed their subcontractor base, banks pulled funding, and small but successful firm that we had built over the past 6 years faced the critical question of whether we could survive. We were forced to lay off another 17 employees, and by the end of 2008, came to a close. Many small businesses like mine were fearful that they would not make it through 2009. While we started this year fearing for our livelihoods, in March, the first-time homebuyer tax credit gave oxygen to our ailing residential marketplace. The passage of the tax credit represented the proverbial light in the darkness as it jump-started the market, pulling buyers off the sidelines and getting capital flowing in this critical segment of our economy. We started to see more housing starts from our home builders. It was really a welcome sign. It's by no means a full recovery for our company, but it is a sign that things are starting to turn around. I feel, and my employees feel, even our customers feel, a certain momentum driving us back to a more stable economic footing. As of today, it seems like the worst may be behind us, but as those of us that work in the construction business know, winter is the toughest of times. I cannot imagine a worse time for the ending of the $8,000 tax credit. We're rebuilding, and the growth of our small company does look possible again. My story is not unique. There are thousands of small businesses all over the country, from builders, retailers, manufacturers, to landscapers who are finally starting to feel that same momentum as the wheels of their companies start turning again. We know we're not out of the woods, but the first-time home buyer tax credit gave us all a glimpse of a return to economic security. We hope that anecdotal stories like mine help you to see beyond the facts and figures. But it should also be noted that our anecdotal experience is supported by those same studies and reports released from the housing market that will likely provide you evidence for the path ahead. Last week, Dr. Kenneth Rosen of the Haas School of Business at Berkeley released a study providing quantifiably that the tax credit was effective in jumpstarting the housing industry. He found that the tax credit has accomplished one of the most important tasks in getting the market moving again, reducing the supply of homes that are for sale. The inventory of for sale homes has priced less than $300,000 has decreased by 26%, meaning not only is the supply finally moving again, but giving the homes that are being sold to America's working families using that tax credit. Thank you for the time. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Ms. Volm. I would like to address my first question to all the panelists. Recently, there have been some encouraging signs in the housing market. In fact, home prices have been increasing on a month-to-month basis. Do you believe the recent price increases can be attributed to the first-time tax credit, Mr. Jacob? Or if you believe that there are some other factors that should be factored in?
I think that has somewhat of a factor in it. I don't think it's the factor.
Mm-hmm.
I think what it's giving an opportunity to young people, and I hire a lot of young people out of school, to have an opportunity to go and buy a home.